Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jocelyn and today we are going to be talking about my 2018 New Year's goals. Basically my goals for the year of 2018. I am quite ready for 2017 to be over and done with. It just felt like this year just sludged on and on with all of the things that were happening, but also it was a year of growth. Some really great things happened this year. I got married for one. Alex and I got married. So I mean, that was amazing. But along with that came a lot of stress and anxiety and just pressure and just time. It was so time consuming planning and then doing the wedding. And then of course we went to Disneyland and all of that and had our honeymoon, and that was fantastic also. But it felt like just the rest of 2017 was just a crap show. There was just, I can't even begin to explain it, but I'm ready for 2017 to be over. I'm ready for 2018. And I have made a list of 12 goals that I have for 2018. I wanted to make 18 because, you know, 18 goals in 2018, but I didn't want to force myself to come up with 6 more goals to add to my list. So I went ahead and just stuck with the 12. If I come up with any other ones in the course of this video, then I'll go ahead and add them to my list. But for now, we have 12. So I'm hoping that with this video, maybe you'll get some inspiration to maybe take on some of these goals yourself, or maybe it will trigger something in your life, in your brain, that you want to set a goal for the year of 2018. So let's just go ahead and get into this list. The first, if you are already subscribed to my channel, you might laugh at my first goal, but I have a goal for 2018 to upload at least 4 times a month. So I mean once a week basically, or more. So I mean, I'd really love, for a little while I was doing 2 times a week, which was great, but just, you know, again with the wedding and all of the things that were happening, it just became way too much and I just put a halt on it basically. Underneath each of these goals, I've also come up with a little action plan on most of them. So my action plan to upload 4 times a week is to 1, plan in advance. So plan my videos in advance and utilize my time so that I know exactly what I'm filming before I sit down and film it. And the second thing is that I need to have a scheduled day to film and scheduled day or days to edit. So make sure that I have that built in so that I know exactly when I'm doing those things, because that can be one of the biggest roadblocks for this particular goal, because just if I don't already have that set, then it would be really easy to just not. So that is goal number 1. Goal number 2 is to meal plan. So I could just say I want to eat healthier, but I mean, who doesn't want to eat healthier? I really want to meal plan, and that's for several reasons. One is that it will allow Alex and I and everybody who lives in our household the opportunity to eat better. So it's not a last minute, oh, what do you want to make? Oh, I don't know, what do you want to make? Oh, let's just make mac and cheese because it's easy. No, I want a meal plan. I want to have set meals for each day of the week, and then also, you know, we can have leftovers, so we're spending less money out. And so one way that I think we can do this or meet this goal is to find new and fun recipes. Pinterest is fantastic for this, I'm sure you all know. So I think that's one way that we could meal plan, is to find meals that are easy to make, that you can get the ingredients for ahead of time, which brings me to number 2, which is get ingredients ahead of time. Don't wait until the day of to pick up the things that we need. So shopping like once a week on the weekend before for the entire week, not only will it help cut down on spending because we're going to the store less, which means we're going to be less likely to pick random things up that we don't actually need or probably won't even eat. Yeah, there might have been another point, but that's the biggest point. Cut down on spending, and also, you know, just eat healthier because we'll be picking up things that we're actually going to utilize for our meals. Number 3, my third goal is to drink more water. A lot more water. I do not drink nearly enough water. Sometimes I don't even drink a full one of these a day. I think this is only like 16 ounces or something like that, which is not enough. I need like 5 of these a day. So my goal is to, I mean, I love water bottles with straws. I feel like I just drink a lot more when I'm drinking out of a water bottle with a straw. So I mean, I think starting out, I want to try and drink like 5 of these a day. That might be a lot. I should, you know, obviously research how many ounces I need a day for my body and stature, but I know that I need more water. I know that it would make me feel better to drink more water. So that is a huge goal that I really want to meet in 2018. Goal number 4 is to maintain a clean and clutter-free environment. So I actually really love organizing and stuff like that. So maybe that's why I let my environment get a little less clean and organized, so that I have the opportunity to clean it up and organize it. But it just makes me feel more better. It makes me feel more better. It makes me feel better to be in an environment that's clean and organized. So a couple ways that I want to accomplish this goal. The first is to create create daily habits. So to kind of get in the routine of picking up after myself, doing maybe a load of laundry every other day or every day, doing my dishes immediately after I'm done with them, all of those kind of things, just making it a habit to do them to maintain an environment that is clean and clutter-free. And also to calendar deep clean days. So to deep clean the shower, the toilets, the carpets, all of that. So to schedule days every week to get that done, or every other week or whatever. Number 5, my goal number 5 is to cut down on frivolous spending. What a big word. I feel as though we, Alex and I, tend to spend money haphazardly on things that we probably don't really use or need in our life. So to really take stock in what we already have and not spend that extra money that really we don't need to spend. So a couple ways that we can reach this goal. I say we, but I mean, yeah, of course we, but me mostly. These are my goals. So one way I can do that is to look for cheaper alternatives. So if we're looking for something to do on the weekend, like we have these 5 things, okay, well, which one's the cheapest? Instead of going to the movies and spending 40 bucks, maybe we go on a hike or something like that. Or we go to the movies on a Tuesday when it's cheaper instead of the weekend when it's going to be more expensive. So looking for cheaper alternatives. Also, if there's something that I want, to not get it right away, but to wait and then come back to it maybe a couple days later, or a week later, to really see if I actually want it or if it's just in the moment kind of purchase. And the last kind of way I think that I can reach this goal is to look at what I currently have. So if I'm looking, this is particularly important for makeup products, because maybe I see something that I really want and it's brand new, but then I look in my collection and already have something almost exactly like it. I probably don't need it, and makeup is expensive and it goes bad. So I think that's one area of my life that I really do need to cut back on. I feel like I did pretty good this year. I did a massive declutter at the beginning of the year, and I think that really helped open my eyes up to what I already have in my collection and to not buy so just kind of freely all this stuff that I don't need. And that leads me into goal number 6, which is to save as much as possible. I really want to build up a savings account for Alex and I, and we also are looking to get a house together in maybe a little over a year, I think is what we're thinking. And so, you know, I want to have a decent down payment for that, and also just have a little bit of cushion so that if something were to happen to one of us or we needed some money to fall back on, we would have that and not have to stress about it. And also kind of, this is actually probably another goal of mine that maybe I should add to my list, is to pay off any kind of debt that we have or work towards paying that off. Goal number 7 is go to the rock climbing gym at least 4 times a month. Alex and I pay for a rock climbing membership every month, and we haven't gone in like 4 months, 5 months, like way too long. And we both absolutely love rock climbing, and it's literally right down the road. Like if we got in our car, it would take us 2 minutes to get there. I don't know. It's not that we're lazy, we just feel like we have no time. We spend too much time maybe on our phones, or just, it's so easy just to make time, an hour a week, to go and get our butts in gear, to go work out our muscles. It's so much fun and we love it. We have all the gear, we have the membership. We just literally had to go from our house, get in the car, drive 2 minutes, walk in the door. It's not hard, it's just we really need to make time to do it. And so we need to schedule times every week to go and do that. That's going to be our biggest thing, is scheduling a time and sticking to it. And also I think meal planning will really help with that, because if we already have a meal we're going to make for that day, we don't have to go to the store and get it. We know that if we can make it before we go to the gym or after we go to the gym, we'll have all the ingredients already at the house ready to go. All right, goal number 8 is make more time for family. So I feel like in the last year I've become very aware of the fact that my parents, my family won't be in my life forever. You know, everybody dies, as morbid as that sounds, and I don't want to have any regrets. I want to make sure that I get as much time with the people I love in my life as possible. Okay, that's distracting back there. I'm trying to get like all serious, and then I got this cat back here being absolutely adorable. So I really want to make more time to go be with family. They all live locally, they live near us, except my grandma who lives in Colorado, but she is here right now. She's leaving in February, but hoping to get her back as soon as possible. But make more time for family. So plan game nights, plan movie nights, plan dinners, and all of that. Just make time to see them, because you know they're not going to be around forever, and so I want to make sure to soak up as much of their time as possible. Goal number 9 is a fun one I'm very excited about, and that is to visit at least 3 new places this next year. So I am already scheduled to visit at least 1 new place. That's in April. God, March, what am I saying? April. And that is one of my best friends' wedding. She's having her wedding in a town in Oregon that I haven't been to yet, so that is gonna kind of check at least one of those off. I'm not sure about the other two, but I'd really like to visit a couple new places this coming year. That is one of my favorite things, is to travel different places. So to be able to travel to at least 3 new places this year would be pretty great. Goal number 10 is to finish at least 1 book a month. So I absolutely love reading. It's one of my favorite things. I can get super sucked into a book and just spend hours and hours and hours reading that book. I haven't, again, spent very much time reading this last year because I've just been so busy. And so my goal is to read at least 1 book a month this coming year, or finish at least 1 book a month this coming year. Goal number 11 is to use more of my unused beauty products. So I have an extensive beauty collection. I feel like I did downgrade or declutter at least 50% of that at the beginning of 2017, but I'd really like to get more use out of the beauty products that are kind of collecting dust in my collection that I probably like, but I gain so many new things a year that I just kind of push those other ones off to the side. I think that I'll be able to accomplish this by like project pan or shopping my stash, or just really taking stock in the things that I already have and not buying new things. So if you have any video ideas about things that you've seen that people really are able to accomplish this really well, let me know down below, because that's one thing that I really like to do, is get more use out of the things already in my collection. And that's also going to help with some of the other goals on this list, like spending money less frivolously. I can't say that word apparently. And also just kind of saving money and that kind of thing, is to use things that I already have. And then finally, goal number 12 is to declutter things that I don't use or don't want. So things that are just taking up space in my house or in some of the collections I have, my beauty collection, my books, my clothes, all of that. Declutter and get it out of here. Alex and I, like I said, we did a big declutter at the beginning of last year, but I really want to do that again. I'm planning on doing that with my makeup collection as it stands right now. Again, I got rid of like 50% of my stuff last year, so it will not be that extensive. I doubt I'll get rid of a whole lot, but I'd like to go through and really reorganize, get things out of here that might be expired or just no good, and then kind of take stock in what I already have. All right, so that is all of my goals for the year 2018. I might add more to this list eventually, but this is what I've got going right now. I'm really excited to go into 2018 with a fresh, open mind and to really just get things done this next year. Please let me know what goals you have for the year 2018. I would love to hear. Maybe some of your goals are things that I need to add to my list. I would love to know. Do any of our goals match? Probably. Some of these on here are pretty basic, so I'm sure that some of them probably match. But let me know down in those comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more videos from me. And don't forget to hit that like button down below. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!